Today's topic is going to be dating. This is going to be fun. You're not going to want to miss this one. Monica's past experience when it comes to dating. Ay, Dios mío. You know, there's a phrase in Spanish that goes, the devil knows because he's old, not because he's wise. But the older you get, the more knowledge, the more you know. So it's like the older I get, the more I realize the dating world is crazy out here. It's like some survival of the fittest. You gotta be strong, because only the few survive. We're gonna be talking about that one. Tune in, guys. A couple of more minutes, just a couple of more minutes. Sorry, guys, a couple of more minutes. Let's just see. Ahora es 6:59. We'll give it like 2 more minutes and put some music. I want to put this music because this is one of my. This is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna cause this. We're gonna cause ruckus. I love this song. Let's just put this a little bit. We're just waiting a couple of more minutes. Hi, my beautiful family and friends. Just tune in. Dating in your 40s. When you're in your 40s and you're dating, is this the same when you're in your 30s and when you're in your 20s? Tune in, because this is gonna be this is gonna be a show. This is gonna be a nice little topic to touch on. What was your wildest experience lately, like in your 30s? If you're in your 30s and 40s, and if you're dating, these are to my daters out there. What are some of the experiences that you guys have had? Because I've had a lot of crazy ones, and I really don't even go out. So I'm not the type of person to go to bars and restaurants and clubs and get to know people. That's not me. I work a lot, and I love being home, right? So what's the second place to meet people? Online, social media, right? So you have POF, plenty of fucks. Yeah, because that's what it is. It's not plenty of fish. That's what's up. Because everybody just wants to, I don't understand. You have Match. You have Christian Mingle. I think are a little bit more dirtier than any other website, because they're recycled guys that are being recycled from POF, from Facebook dating, from Christian Mingle to Arab meets. You know, like all these guys, you see their profile, 70% of them, they're all being recycled. And I know they're probably saying the same thing about us, but this is what I see in the dating world. It's crazy out there. So I do go on social media, and I see who sparks my interest, right? But these guys out here, like sending cock pics, that's not gonna get an attention of a real woman. That's not gonna get an attention. That's gonna get an attention of what you're looking for. Trash. That's what you're gonna look. So number one rule, please, guys, stop sending these, cock pics, because they're not cute and they're not stimulating anybody's mind. I'm just thinking like, yo, is that the only thing you have to offer? Because that doesn't stimulate my mind. The topic of conversation, what you got to offer. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So that's what stimulates my mind, guys. So yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about what guys think stimulates and what girls want. We don't want that. I don't want that, because all my life I've had that. So I'm not looking for that right now. I'm looking for something different. Think outside the box. Think outside the box. Stop playing these roles that these ordinary grown men are playing, which is the same thing over and over again. What do you want? They don't even want to take you out to eat. They don't even want to take you out for a drink. It's like, what's up? Let's meet up. For what? So turn off, and that's a turn down for me. But yeah, so I definitely want to talk about my dating experience and what I've, a couple of past experience that you guys are gonna nice little story to talk about. And then truthfully, what is it that a real woman is looking for nowadays? You can't like, they don't make them like me anymore. So not only I'm beautiful, but I'm smart, right? And I have a lot going for myself. And these guys don't even value that. These guys don't even want to get to know who you are, you know? They're just looking at the outside. I always say 20, 30 years from now, if we're still together, are you the type of guy that's going to clean my ass if I'm sick and old in bed? Are you going to help me bring me a cup of tea? Is that you? Because if not, keep it moving. Next. So there's a phrase that I always taught my daughter: we don't chase them, we replace them, ladies. We need to start holding ourselves accountable, and we need to start valuing ourselves también, because, you know, the first guy that says, wow, you're so beautiful, I love, I want to marry him. No, no, it doesn't work like that. What are you bringing to the table? I don't want your money, but I want to make sure you ain't taking my money. So what are we bringing to the table? How are we building? What are we building? What do we want? What do you want for the next 2 or 3 years? You know, what's your short-term goal? These are the topic of conversation that I'm trying to ask when I go on dates, you know? So when you're like, ah, your eyes are so beautiful and your lips, oh my God, like, oh yeah, I already know that. Don't tell me how beautiful I am. I already know that. What are we bringing to the table? What are you doing with me? And what are you doing to help me build? I want to build. I want to be successful. And I would love to have a partner that's right there with me. You don't have to have a money. You don't have to have a lot of money. You got to have some money. Because it's rough out here. Pero, come on, man. What are your goals? What are your drives? Let's do it together. Let's motivate each other to be the best version of each other, you know? You know, I want like one of those raw, ride or die partners like that. You like road dogs, you know? Like, come on, man. Like, I wasn't even going to do this show today. And I was like, for what? For the one or two people that view me? Is it even worth it? And my mom is like, Monica, you always start something, you never finish it. So come on, guys. We're going to do this slowly but surely. We're just going to, I know that's right. I know, girl. I know that's right. Let me read these comments and see what we're talking about today. Espérate, let me scroll. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Let me just scroll. All right. So hello, everybody that joins. Thank you, everybody that's joining. You know, I'm new to this. This is my 4th episode, but we're trying to make this raw, uncut video. My show is Mad Monica After Dark. I know it's not dark, but this is just like a topic of conversation that we could talk about just anything. For the last couple of episodes, I've been talking about my weight loss, about who I am in general. And today's topic is dating. I'm 42 years old, and how is it dating? I'm a serial dater. I date a lot. I know. I date a lot because I want to get to know people, you know. I want to get to know people. I want to see what's up. I want to see what you bring to the table, you know. Ain't nothing wrong with a free drink or a free meal every once in a while. Lady B, Miss B, Lady Red, ya tú sabes. Tap the screen, everyone. Tap the screen, everyone, please. This is Monica After Dark. Yes, yes. We're talking about dating in your 40s. I'm 42. I know I make this shit look good. Pero what's up with you guys? What dating experience have you had? I'm going to tell you a nice little story that I was going to leave for my comedy show, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So let me tell the story over here. And I just want everybody to brace yourself. The story is really short and really crazy, but I want you guys to know what's out there, because this is the shit show that I have to deal with. So I know that's right. What's your take on kids 40 plus with no kids? What's your take on kids 40 plus with no kids? Is that a red flag or a jackpot? What's your take on, what do you mean? Like, are you saying like on a man that's 40 years old and has no kids? Like, what's my take on that? He said on men. So what's your take on men that are 40 years old with no kid? Listen, there's 2 things going on. If you're 40 years old and you still don't have kids, you're either shooting blanks. Yes, let's talk about that. Or, you know, like, or they're very careful and they just don't want kids. You know, if you're 40 and you don't have kids, it's because you're shooting blanks, or you don't want kids, right? You had your exes have abortions or miscarriages, whatever the case may be. That's my take on men that are above 40 years old with kids. Yeah, I know. It's okay, baby. I know that's right. I know. That's my take. I mean, me personally, I'm dating and I don't want a guy with a 5-year-old, a 10-year-old. I gotta go because I gotta go babysit. Nah. We're not doing that. Your kids need to be grown and they need to be self-sufficient. We're not dating excuses. We're not dating guys with excuses. Oh, I have to go. Oh, because my baby mama drama. No, we're not doing that. So let's start dating guys that got their shit together. And if you ain't got no kids, I like you even better. How about that? Yeah. Let's talk about that. Yeah. But yeah, guys. But me, yeah, no. Personally, I don't mind a man that have their kids, but the kids have to be grown. Nah, because my kids are grown. I got a 21-year-old and a 16-year-old. If you want to go out, we want to go travel, you want to do something, I'm available. I'm available. As long as I'm not working, I'm available. So I need for you to have that same, I need for you to have that same, like if I want to go out, let's go on a 2 or 3 day cruise. Let's go. Let's do something. I need to make sure that you're available. The only thing that should be in the way is your job. Not no kids. Nah. Girl, let me tell y'all something about this dating. Look, there's this guy. So check this out, guys. Listen, look, and I love God. I don't lie. Let me tell you about this guy that I went on a date with. I met this guy. He had a BMW. Let me put this down because you guys have to really listen to this. I don't even know what I'm playing. Listen, I went on a date with this guy. He had a BMW car and he came to pick me up and we went on a date. And he was tall. He looked like a football player and he was really handsome and he had a BMW and he had a system, the speaker and everything. So, he must have invested something in that car, right? So we go on a date. He's from New York. I'm from New York. We're vibing. He's Dominican. We're having a good time. Bam. We go home. We go on a second date. Chilling, the vibe, everything, because I am the vibe, so everything's there. We go on a third date, and he tells me, Monica, there's something I need to tell you because I'm really, really feeling you. I'm really feeling you, Monica, but there's something I need to tell you. And I'm like, what's up? What's up? And he's like, a couple of years ago, yeah, I have to say this story. I have to listen. A couple of years ago, I was riding my motorcycle, and the motorcycle flipped because of a pothole, and the motorcycle flipped in the air, and the motorcycle landed on my pelvis. Check this out. So, you know me, I'm just like this, right? So, I'm not able to get it hard, right? So I'm like, what? I mean, so how does that work, And he was like, yeah, so I get a rubber band, right? And then I cut the circulation off. And then that's how you get the blood pumping. And when he was telling me this stuff, I'm like, this is like a science project. Fuck me if I'm wrong. I've never seen this before. This is in my brain, right? So then he's like, yeah. And I'm like, let's see what this is all about, right? In my head, I'm like, I have to see what this is all about. So I'm like, so what's up? We were in the car. I was in the passenger seat. He was in the driver's seat. I'm like, what's up? What's up? Let's talk about it. So he's like, all right. He's like, you want to see? I'm like, yeah. Because this was like a science project. So I'm like, what's going on? Like, I want to see how this shit grows. In my head, I'm like, chia. You put some water and you see that shit grow. So that's how I'm thinking, right? All right. So then he tells me, go get me a rubber band. And it's in the glove compartment. And I give him a rubber band. And then he gets the rubber band. And then, he ties it, whatever. I'm not going to go into too much, detail because we have, some youngsters. But, he's dripping sweat. And he going, huh? You want to make his point across. And that shit didn't go nowhere. It was like the I ain't never seen somebody do their fingers. I ain't never seen somebody jerk off with their fingers. It's always been hands for me, but fingers, I've never seen it. So it was something new. So I was just like, oh my God, so what's up? When is, so when is that gonna grow? And then he was like, give me a minute. And I'm like, I'm giving you 5. You breaking a sweat. What's going on here? And then long story short, long story short, right? I was like, take me home, right? Because we wasn't doing nothing. We wasn't doing nothing. This is a guy that I met. Fast forward to a couple of years. I meet this Greek. Oh, so I cut it out. I never talked to him again, obviously. Obviously. So a couple of years later, I meet this Greek goddess. Oh Lord Jesus, this guy was beautiful, tall, like Fabio, blonde hair, and I'm like, oh my god, and like this guy's interested in me, and I'm like, oh, so then he's like, yo, so we're talking, and we're just vibing, and it's like, oh my god, I think this is it, guys, and then he's like, yo, Monica, I like you so much, but there's just one little thing I gotta tell you before we continue this relationship. And I'm like, what's up? What's up? I never thought in a million years he was about to tell me what he was about to tell me. I mean, what are the odds, right? I was in this motorcycle accident a couple of years ago, and the motorcycle landed in my pelvis, and I have problems with my erectile. Click. So I said I told my sister the story, and I'm like, yo, is there like a university where these guys are going and they're all like talking about what are the weirdest stuff that we could tell people so these girls could feel sorry for us so they could still be with us although our stuff is not even working? I mean, guys, this is like 70% of the relationship. No, no bueno, no bueno, no bueno. So yeah, that's, you asked, right? That was one of my experience that I had. Yeah, I know. And this is the story that I've told a couple of times. And yeah, because it is a science project. I mean, that's the way I saw it. I saw it like a science project. I'm like, diablo, coño, the sweats and, and the hand and the couple of minutes and then the anticipation. And I'm just like, coño, like, when is it going to happen? Because I was, I consider myself, so I'm just like, when is it gonna happen? When is it gonna happen? So it never happened, guys. So that was one of the stories. I've gone on dates. I've gone on dates also where it's been scary. It's really really scary out there. You always have to be with where there's people around, especially when you don't know these people, because you never know. And I'm a big girl, and I know how to fight. And I feel like I could whoop two or three girls at the same time. But a man is a man. It can't get very well. Say it can't get very well. Dating is 80%. Not a guy asking me out to dinner and then asking to split the bill. What? Listen. I can't comment on that because I ain't never been in that situation. Let me be real with you. But if that was to ever happen to me, I will walk up, look at you up and down, and keep it moving. He got it, and I'll leave, and I'll call an Uber. Come pick me up, because that could never happen. I would ever pay on a first date. I would never pay. You're inviting me. It's an honor to have me in your presence. Yo, you know the time and dedication that I have to take out to get ready and then get all pretty and to go out to see you? Man, that costs money. You best believe that my conversation and my presence is worth a dinner and a couple of drinks. Yes. Would I ever split the bill? Of course not. Of course not. And I hope you never do it either. Now, if we're dating, that's different because we're dating. We've been on a couple of dates and I know you already generous and I know you got it. So I don't mind fronting on the bill. I got it. You know what I mean? But I got to make sure you got it before I got it. Nah, because my money's my money. That's my baby's money. That's my kid's money. How you gonna tell me to split the bill? Speaking, what will you do? No, realistically speaking, this is what I'll do. I'll walk up and leave. I swear for God, nobody would be paying anything. Or I'll do like penguins do, and I'll go like this, and I'll throw up all the food in their plate. And here's your food back. Here's your food back. Yeah. That's what I'll do. We don't do that. Yes, we do. Yeah. Yes, we do. Because we're dirty little girls. And you're not, first of all, before you go on a date with a guy, ladies, hopefully you're screening these guys, right? There's yellow flags, green flags, blue flags. There's a lot of flags out there. So when you're dating, first of all, let's go back to why this has never happened to me. Because when I meet a guy for the first time, I want to, do you have a job? Do you have a car? Okay, do you stay by yourself? If they living at home with their mom and they still in their 40s, that's a yellow flag. I could say yellow because what about if they got into a divorce and they just separated? Let's give them the benefit of the doubt that they're still with their parents because they're getting their situated. They're getting their stuff together. But I'm gonna know right off the bat when me and you talking where your money at in your pocket. I don't want to know how much money you got, but and I'm gonna know too when a guy invites you out. Where are they inviting you, huh, Arlene? Are they inviting you to McDonald's and Burger King? I hope not. So when they ask you where you want to go, Tao. I'm from New York. Arlene, Tao. Take me to Tao. It's in Park Ave. It's like a sushi restaurant. If he says nah, that's way out of my means, then that's a yellow, green, rainbow flag. We on to the next one. Tell them where you want to go. Tell them where you want to go. I'm not a pricey, expensive chick. I don't like fancy stuff. I don't care about that. I'm in Miami, so I like going to Flanagan's. You know, it's like a bar. You got food and you got music. I like that. You know, I'm very humble when it comes to that. But best believe when I was in the prime of my life, and you don't even know it. And you know it. You know it because you've lived it. You all have known it. What would you do if a guy you started talking to asked you to pick up his sister and her baby? Wait, hold on. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh. Okay, so what would you do if a guy started talking? If a guy you started talking to asked you to pick up his sister and her baby from the airport, what would you do? I mean, what has he done for me? Is the question. Did he sell me $50 for gasoline and toll because New York has the bridges and shit? Did he sell you $60 here? Can you go pick up my sister and her baby? Did he sell you any money for that? Because por tu linda cara, I'm not gonna pick up no kid. I don't know who you think I am. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna pick up nobody in the airport. You know, but what have you done for me? Did you tell me, Monica? Can you do me a favor? I'm gonna send you $100. Can you go pick up my sister and her daughter and bring her home? Then I'll be like, absolutely, yes, sir. Of course, I'll go pick them up. VIP right now. Drop. Put up for what? Hey, I need for you to pick up because I don't have a car. Since you have a car, I need for you to pick them up. I had to do a double take on that one. Like for real. Like for real. Nah, we're not picking nobody up. It's tea time. Believe it or not, I'm really shy. I'm really shy, guys, but I have this tea that I drink y me relaja los nervios. You know, very fancy. Okay, I am. I am. Oh yeah. But on all honesty, guys, it with listen, me, I work 6 days a week sometimes, right? So for me to go out of my busy schedule to meet somebody, it has to be worth it at this time of my life. Because I've done it all. I've been clubbing. I've everything you name, I've had. So I don't miss anything that's going on right now. I don't mix the bar. I don't mix the karaoke. I don't miss anything. So if I'm gonna leave my house, because for me, my house is my sanctuary. I love being home. I love it. This is like my sensual. This is like my haven, my safe haven, right? Like I love it. So if I'm gonna leave my safe zone, right? My safe haven, I'm gonna leave it. It has to be for something that's gonna be worth it, guys. I mean, this is my train of thought. I don't expect you guys to think like me because I'm a little older. So the older you get, the more you realize that the noise is extra. I don't care about the noises no more. But if I could go on a date, right? And it's a genuine connection and we're like vibing and we're chilling, then that's good too. Like I love love. I love being in love. Have I You know what? I love love. So I see people when they're in love, like my pastor, I see their love and I'm like, oh my God, I love that. Oh God, God bless them. I love that. But I've never experienced that before. I've liked the guy. Oh, I like him so much. Yeah. Yeah. Like lust, I've lust. I've lost a lot. But like to really say love, I feel like no one has gotten me to that tú sabes, where I could say, damn, this guy makes me feel comfortable. This guy makes me feel safe. I feel like, like I could grow with this guy. I've never felt that, I've always been like the man in the relationship. I've always been like the independent one. I'm always the one like, let me plan it, let me do it, let me do it. I wanna get out of that role. I wanna be submissive. I wanna be submissive to somebody that's gonna take charge and be like, you know what, Monica? No, we're gonna do this. And I'll be like, okay, yes, puppy. Yes, daddy. But have I met someone that has gotten me to that level? No. I would love to, I would love to, I would love to just I would love to give love. I love love, and I love when people are in love, and hopefully love comes my way, knocking on my door in the next couple of months or years or days or hours. Who knows? Pero definitely looking, to find someone out there, but I'm in no rush, right? Because I'm not just gonna get the first thing that comes. No, 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 no. We're gonna keep it moving. But yeah, guys. But yeah, so does anybody have any other questions? Thank you so much for joining. Tata, I love you, sister. Arlene, you're my one. Tú pitará. Arlene, ¿tú significa eso? Tú pitará. ¿Tú sabes qué significa eso? Que cuando yo sea famosa, tú vas a estar ahí conmigo, porque yo me recuerdo de la gente que me apoya. Porque ¿a dónde está mi hermano? ¿A dónde está mi mamá? ¿A dónde está mi prima? ¿A dónde está todo el mundo? Oh, Stephanie. Ok, Stephanie, I love you. Tú eres la única prima de todas las primas mías. Yo tengo como 80, ¿dónde están toditas? Verónica. We don't do that. ¿A dónde tú estabas supuesto que aquí a las 7? Deja tu vaina conmigo. I'm really pissed off at you. No me hable. You're on timeout for 72 hours. So just everybody, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't want to take most of your time. I know we have to work tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day. But tune in. Next week's episode. Tune in. We don't know. I'll find out what it is. Let me see, espérate. I'll find out what it is. I don't even know. Whatever comes to my. I no, Veronica. No, no. You've been a bad girl, coño. For real. Oh yeah. But thank you, everybody. So hopefully we're gonna get this show on the roll. Thank you for tuning in, and remember, life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna have, or you never know what you're gonna eat. But don't even eat it, just it's okay to pass around, pass along. Just remember about these flags, and remember to love yourself and put yourself first. Oh, and then one thing, and that's how he acts. Wait, and yeah, that's how he acts. What? He acts great, but still meeting his sister. But oh, yeah, you know, late. You know, say. But I just want to say one more thing. One more thing to the ladies. I'm serious, like for real, for real. When you're in an airplane and the flight attendant tells you that if the airplane is going to go down and the oxygen tanks comes down, who are the first person you're going to give? Let's say you have your two kids sitting right next to you, right? And the oxygen tank comes down. Who are you going to give that oxygen tank to? Right? A lot of you are going to say, my kids. Nah. Because if you give it to your kids, you're going to, and you're not going to be able to breathe. First you. And then you'll be able to help those in need, right? So first you, that means self-love. Love yourself. And when you love yourself, guys are threatened by that. They're like, oh shit, I can't fuck with this one. Oh no, I can't. And then they keep it moving. Ellos mismo. They self-eliminate themselves. You know what I mean? And that's what I want to let you guys know, that we need to bring value. We need to bring love. And just when you love yourself, it projects. And people be like, ooh, that girl got that white. Oh, she got that aura. She got that, ooh, she got that energy that you can't fuck with her energy, right? That's where I'm at right now. So if you're not bringing peace to my life, el relajo con orden. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Tune in next week. Monica After Dark, mad at 7 o'clock live on TikTok. Thank you, everybody. I love you guys. Thank you. And and